Okay. Sorry about that weird little dance I had to do. I was having password issues, but we're ready now. Everything seems to be good. Oh, I should change immediately, I guess. Once we actually get in. Famfrit, which is the server that I'm on, is usually not a very populated server. It's why I chose it, so I'm happy to see that. But, I mean, regardless, I'm happy to see that it's growing. I really love that the community has felt more full. Or I haven't felt the community be this full since 2013. It's real nice, even for a casual player of this game like myself. Alright, but immediately there we go, that's it. Okay, now we're back. Now here we go. So last time we found out that La Habrea is Thancred? Question mark. And we saved the rest of the Scions out of jail. The Black Wolf's Ultimatum. Grim tidings, Shadow. It seems the word of the Ultima Weapon's existence has already reached the Alliance leaders in the form of an ultimatum. They have gathered in the Fragrant Chamber and are deliberating in the answer as we speak. Beleaguered as they are, I fear they may well elect to lay down their arms in the belief that surrender will spare their people's untold suffering, yet nothing could be further from the truth. That which the Black Wolf offers will doom Eorzea, not deliver it, and the leaders must be made aware of this. Let us hurry then, Shadow, and ensure that they do not act in ignorance of the consequences. Okay, so I just want to make sure that both things are up. And actually, let me hear myself. I think I can afford to turn up the music a tiny bit more. Just a tiny bit. Okay. Okay, so we're going to oh, I gotta get out of here the old-fashioned way. Walking. I'm sorry, I'm also a bit stuffed up, so my voice is gonna be a little weird. Which would really be unfortunate if this is the final 14 stream. Which I'm pretty sure it won't be. Because while we are getting close, there still is a bit to do. And it's the end, so there's a lot of big cutscenes and stuff of that like. The Council of the Alliance Leaders is presently in progress in the Fragrant Chamber. I must ask that you step away from the door, sir. I'm sorry? You're here on behalf of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. 1,000 pardons, my lord. Of course you may enter.
We keep treading the same ground.
Van Belsar's demands are clear.
Alas, our minds are not.
I've never been one to shy from a fight. But if this weapon of theirs can do all they claim...
It has been 5 years since the calamity, and our people have scarce begun to rebuild their lives. Can we now, in good conscience, call upon them to risk what little they have left? I would spare them the pain of further conflict. Conflict, I say, though that would imply forces set in opposition. If the combined might of 3 primals could not stay Garlemald's new terror, what meaningful resistance can we offer? We who struggle to quell the foes who rise up within our own borders.
Long have we fought the primals, but to what end? We strike them down at no small cost, only for them to rise again and again. Are we to play this profitless game for the rest of days? I, for one, grow tired of it. Mistake me not. I do not propose to trade one tyranny for another. I love liberty. But conciliation need not mean oppression.
By the 12. Though neither of you cried surrender, your every word betokened it. Not that I deny there is truth in what you say, nor can I rightly claim that Ul'dah is ready to fight. Refugees flood our gates, and beastmen swarm our land, while the great and the good do nothing. My flames struggle to bear the burden. I put on a grand show at the Remembrance Service, made all manner of lofty promises. I've made good on not a bloody one.
Do not blame yourself, Reborn. You said only that which the people needed to hear. All present have done the same. Our citizens had become lost to hope. If our words serve to kindle it in them anew, better we speak than remain silent. Our enemy condemns us for failing our people. Yet what does he care for their well-being? While we labored to rebuild their lives, the Black Wolf built instruments of murder with which to end them.
Her Majesty speaks true. For all our failings, the people's well-being has ever been our foremost priority. While none among us ever doubted that the Empire would one day resume its war, we scarcely had means enough to solve the problems of the present.
Aye, which is why we look to others to safeguard our future. The scions of the Seventh Dawn. Alas, they are gone, and the Black Wolf is at our door.
Admiral! I fear you are mistaken.
Alphinaud, Minfilia, and 7 hells! Master Garland?
And you, dear friend.
By Ralga, you're alive. All of you.
As we approached, I would swear I heard talk of surrender. But I know that cannot be. It is not the Eorzean way.
Hear me, my friends. Accepting the Garleans' offer to vanquish the Primals would be folly. Folly, I say. For might is not the answer to the primal threat. Indeed, the more the Empire exerts its strength, the worse matters will become. Primals enter this world when mortals call upon them, and mortals are wont to appeal to a higher power when they are desperate. Nothing is more certain to breed desperation in the beast tribes than the Garleans' proposed solution.
The true answer lies in a lasting peace. But the Garleans only know war and conquest. Should Eorzea fall into their hands, there will be such suffering as none can imagine.
We are not blind to the many challenges that each of your nations face. Yet you must not give in.
Aye. Remember 5 years ago when you wagered all for the sake of the realm? Remember what you fought for? what you were willing to die for. Let the memories rekindle the fire in your heart, for Eorzea has need of it again.
Come what may, we Scions will never give up the fight. And so I bid you stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm.
A great man once said that a shrewd merchant grasps not for the quick profit, but invests in the future. Wise words, eh, Reborn?
Cid,
Your words stir and shame me in equal measure. How could I contemplate surrender? I know full well that all we have, we owe to the sacrifices of those who went before us. Yet the seeming hopelessness of our plight robbed me of my insight. We Gridanians have no love for war, yet we have still less for those who would threaten our homeland. Ever have we fought to protect those things we hold dear, and this shall never change. Gridania will go to war. We will fight the Empire, for the sake of the realm and all who abide here.
At long last, I hear words worthy of a founder of the Alliance. Reborn, are we to be outdone?
I lost one homeland. The thought of losing another had blunted my resolve. But no man knows better than I that if you want aught, you'd best be ready to die for it. With great danger comes the chance for great glory and great profit. We old dons who have turned sand into gold know this well. How many times have we fallen into the pit of despair, only to have you pluck us out? I've fair lost count.
Reckless, the lot of you, like bloody pirates. Well, I won't waste my breath trying to talk you round, on account of being a pirate myself. And the pirate who shrinks from a challenge is no pirate at all. Those who would pick a quarrel with us must choose. Back down, or go down with all hands. Let the Garleans come. The united strength of Limsa Lominsa will be waiting for them.
If our realm is to be free of this pall of darkness, let it be by our own hands.
For Eorzea!
We must needs consider how the weapon may be brought to bear against us.
The Maelstrom will secure strategic points along the coastline.
In the meantime, the flames will deploy at...
Be at ease, my friends. You have banished our doubts. Pray leave the military matters to us, and retire to the waking sands. We will send word anon.
Forgot to unmute. So we're in war now, and we gotta return to the Waking Sands. This will be one of the final times that we go to the Waking Sands in the base game.
I cannot well express my relief to think that the Alliance came so close to surrender.
But the fire in their hearts has been rekindled, and they will fight to the last.
This warmth inside. Did you feel it too, Grandfather? I would know something. Was that your power at work earlier?
Nothing of the sort. The leaders of Eorzea had lost their way. I merely helped them to find it again. Oh, hello. Yes, our party returned just a moment ago. How close are you? It's all right, Cid.
We must needs plan our next move. Pray continue liaising with your respective nations. Cid, would you be our man in Ul'dah?
I'll be whatever and wherever you need me to be.
We haven't a moment to waste. All right, let's do this!
Thancred's fate weighs heavy on my mind. I cannot bear to think of him in thrall to an Ascian. Mayhap you know this already, but the Ascians are immortal beings without physical form. Since time immemorial, they have fanned the flames of chaos from the shadows. That they might work unseen, the Ascians entrap and possess mortal men by means of malign artifacts known as crystals of darkness. One such crystal may yet be the key to saving Thancred.
This is a crystal of darkness.
A mere replica, created using data obtained from anomalous crystals found across Eorzea.
It comes to us courtesy of the students of Baldessian, our distant allies. Even for an Archon, Thancred's talents are exceptional. We all had complete confidence in him. It was for this reason that none among us foresaw the danger in sending him to investigate the Ascians alone.
Thancred had been striving to fill the void left by Louisoix. Yet, it was plain that he was overtaxing himself.
Yeah, he would volunteer for everything and work till he was dizzy.
And the toll taken by his exertions made him vulnerable to Ascian influence.
The crystal that binds Thancred must be somewhere on his person. If we could but destroy it, his Ascian possessor would be compelled to relinquish control over him. You have proven the stoutest of allies, standing with us through thick and thin. Yet the most perilous struggle is still to come. For the sake of the realm and Thancred, I ask that you lend us your strength once more. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. As I am sure you are aware, the realm was saved from certain doom 5 years ago by heroes known as the Warriors of Light. What you may not be aware of is that your many feats in service to the Scions have prompted folk to make certain comparisons. I must confess, you do remind me of them. Yet remember this, however glorious the past, it is the hero's lot to be judged on the deeds of the present. A new darkness threatens the realm, and the people cry out for a savior. I believe that you are he, a warrior of light, here in the present, guided by the crystal's will. Come, my friends, let us fight to safeguard the future of our beloved Eorzea.
I'm gonna start making a little game where I have to nod whenever the player nods. Operation. It just skipped 3 levels. Anyway, Operation Archon. We may actually finish today. We'll see. All present? Then let us begin. We have received the details of the impending operation. In what promises to be the largest single counter-offensive in the realm's troubled history, the Alliance will strike at every Imperial stronghold standing upon Eorzean soil. As might be expected, the operation will be complex, but you need not commit its intricacies to memory. It is enough that each man understands his part and plays it to the best of his ability. The finer instructions you will receive at each staging point. To begin, let us review the distribution of our forces. From the west to east, the Maelstrom of Limsa, the Immortal Flames of Ul'dah, and the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania. Next, let's examine the locations of the Imperial strongholds. Near Limsa, we have Castrum Occidens, situated in eastern Vilbrand, and Castrum Marinum, which lies to the south and east in the midst of the Rotano Sea. Near Ul'dah, we have Castrum Meridianum to the north, and the coastal outpost at Cape Westwind, which connects Castrum Marinum to the mainland by means of Magitech transporter. Near Gridania, we have Castrum Oriens, which lies upon the eastern edge of the Twelveswood. And finally, in Mordona stands Castrum Sentry, a thorn in the heart of the Eorzea. The forthcoming operation will see Allied forces assault each of the aforementioned locations, with the ultimate objective of destroying the Empire's new weapon, housed within Castrum Meridianum. As one might expect the Black Wolf's seat of power, Castrum Meridianum boasts all but impenetrable defenses. If we are to breach it, we must needs isolate it from its sister strongholds. To do otherwise would be risking getting caught twixt hammer and anvil. The operation will comprise of 4 distinct phases, all told. The first shall see us eliminate one of the Black Wolf's most trusted lieutenants, Ritaten Sas Arvina. According to our intelligence, the Praefectus is due to visit the Imperial outpost at Cape Westwind for an inspection. When he arrives, we will dispatch an elite adventurer unit to eliminate him. Shadow, you'll have to lead this assault. Ritaten is a peerless field tactician. Shorn of his leadership, the garrison at Castrum Occidens will be a snake without its head. Phase 2 will see us sever Castrum Meridianum's primary line of supply. As soon as Ritaten's presence is confirmed at the coastal outpost, the Maelstrom will lay siege at Castrum Occidens. At that very hour, Lominsan Armada, helmed by the Admiral herself, shall move to blockade Castrum Marinum. Meanwhile, in the Twelveswood, the Order of the Twin Adder will surround Castrum Oriens. And they'll have the Sylphs to help them. Phrixia has been waiting for a chance to avenge these ones. These 3 shall see us neutralize Castrum Meridianum's defenses. Forming our main thrust, the Immortal Flames will march against the stronghold with all their strength, while the enemy's eyes are thus drawn outwards. Another elite adventurer unit shall infiltrate the Castrum. Its mission, to disable the Magitech field generator which protects the Praetorium, a fortress within a fortress wherein the ultimate weapon is believed to be housed. Shadow, you'll have to take command once more. Meanwhile, the Order of the Twin Adder will blockade the railway which connects Sentry and Meridianum, preventing the timely arrival of reinforcements from Mordona. A wise precaution, the monstrous locomotive which runs back and forth between the 2 castra is capacious enough to transport a small army, by all accounts. It is well the Garleans did not think to give it wings. Once Meridian's defenses have been compromised, the operation will enter its fourth and final phase. We will see the immortal flames enter the stronghold and suppress the remnants of the enemy garrison, allowing Shadow's unit to pass unopposed into the Praetorium, where they will locate and destroy the ultimate weapon. By this feat shall the operation be deemed a success. In addition to the Grand Companies, we can count upon the support of a variety of other parties, from the Pirates of Limenza to the Monetarists of Ul'dah. In all, the operation will involve no fewer than 12 major factions. Legend holds that the Archons were 12 in 1 and 1 in 12. It is for this reason that our grand endeavor has been dubbed Operation Archon. Countless free companies have also pledged their swords and more join us by the day. At long last, all of Eorzea is rising as one. As before, we Scions shall work in concert with the grand companies, Ida, Papalimo, Ishtola. Pray and accompany your respective organizations on their missions. Urianger, I would have you represent us in Ul'dah. Reassure the financiers that they have made a sound investment. When that is done, pray return here and aid in the coordination of our forces. Tataru, please assist Urianger in any way you are able, and ensure that everyone is kept abreast of the latest developments. Minfilia, Sid and I shall accompany the main host in an advisory capacity. It will be our task to analyze intelligence as it comes to our possession, and make the necessary recommendations to command. As often mentioned, you are to lead the elite unit of adventurers whose task it will be to see each of Operation Archon's main objective fulfilled. Yours is the most important role of all, and like to be the most dangerous. Pray choose your party well, and stint not in your preparation. The battle for our future of the realm is about to begin. Together, let us show the Black Wolf the power of a united Eorzea. Blah. Pray return to the Immortal Flames encampment situated to the north of here when you are ready, to be briefed on your first mission. I cannot stress this enough, but please be careful. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Alright. So we have been briefed on what is essentially the end. We have never gone to Central Ul'dah, so I will, let's get out of here first. So I will travel there. Oh, he's gonna force us to travel there. So yeah, I think that's our first goal there. You are welcome, Shadow Blyson of the Scions. As communications officer, it falls to me to ensure your orders and provide guidance on forthcoming missions. Your first mission is to infiltrate the Imperial outpost at Camp Westwind and eliminate Praefectus Ritatan Sassarvina. All participating units are now somebody is going nuts on something. Right. All participating units are now in position and awaiting your arrival. Please proceed to the staging point and report to Lieutenant Aldebert. This is but the first step in our bid to purge the realm of the Garlean menace. I shall pray for your success. Okay, now where was that noise coming from? Oh. Okay. So you're Shadow Blythe, the fearless adventurer who's to lead the assault. We've been expecting you. Our Maelstrom friends report that Ratatin Sarvina departed Castrum Acidens a bell ago. And sure enough, a convoy of Imperial airships landed here just now. The likelihood is high that our target was aboard one of those vessels. I've dispatched scouts to verify his presence before we strike. Command to all units, requesting status report. This is Antlion 1. Target has not been sighted. This is Antlion 2. Likewise, target has not been sighted. Antlion 3 here. We got nothing for ye either. This is Antlion 4. Nothing to report as of... Wait. Disregard previous message. Target sighted. I say again, target sighted. Understood. Hold your position. Attention, all units. This is Lieutenant Aldebert Cotter. The first step of Operation Archon begins with us. Should we falter here, all hope of victory will be lost. 'Tis no small burden, but know that I believe in all of you. So believe in yourselves, and together we will blaze a path for our brothers and sisters of the Alliance to follow. We will create multiple diversions and disperse the enemy garrison. That should give you people a chance to breach their defenses. Go now, Shadow, and bring us Ratatin's head. May Ralger grant you strength. Commence diversionary maneuvers. I just wanted to feel like it was more realistic if I just destroyed everything on my way in. All right. Oh. I think this is the first 8-person encounter, so this could be messy. I think we can do it. Yeah, I'm certain we can do it. It would appear we have unexpected guests. Now, where have I seen you before? Ah, but of course, the men who felled the mighty Titan. This is the Icon Slayer? I see, the commotion without is not but a diversion. Allow me to hazard a guess. By eliminating me, you hope to undermine the garrison at Occidents. A bold strategy, to be sure, but have you the strength to see it to fruition? Leave us. None of you are a match for him. Send word to Castrum Occidents. Tell them the Lamenzans are coming. At once, my lord. "15 years have come and gone since Lord Van Belsar first set foot in Eorzea, yet his ambition for the realm burns as strong as it ever did. Know you what fuels it, adventurer? The desire to deliver the people from their suffering. The lands he has conquered were all beset with problems, poverty, starvation, lawlessness, and strife. My homeland was no exception. Had my lord not reached out and claimed it for the Empire, it would have eventually destroyed itself. But under his sage leadership, My people enjoyed such peace and stability as we have ever known, and he only desires the self-same for the people of this realm. Under his rule, Eorzea would be free from the shackles which bind it, the shackles of false faith. There would be no feeble leaders to misguide the masses, no icons to bleed the realm dry. True peace would reign, and the people would be free to live their lives without fear of persecution or oppression. Should you doubt the truth of my words, I bid you look upon me. I am no son of Garlemald, yet Lord Van Belsar saw fit to raise me to a station of great honor. He measures a man by not his birth, but by his worth. Such is his sense of justice. By the grace of his excellency, I am where I was born to be, upon the field of battle. He has given me a noble cause to fight for, and were the adversaries to smite. I am not wont to bear my steel needlessly, but if you are deaf to reason. In the name of Lord Van Belsar, I, Retorten Sassarvina, do swear to strike you down. It's quite a speech. Okay, he actually is. It's actually the closest thing to a fight we've encountered. How nice. There we go. Forgive me. I have failed you. Lord Van Belsar. The light. The Magitech transporter. Shadow, are you there? What news of Retorten? Fallen? With this deed, you have sown the seeds of our ultimate victory. The fading of that light presages an end to the Empire's tyranny. Retorten Sassarvina is no more. Let the next phase of Operation Archon commence. "'Tis I. Seems you have done it again, Shadow. I'll raise a tankard to you, but I'm afraid we have no time to savor the victory. There's still the small matter of infiltrating Castrum Meridianum and destroying that ultima weapon. I know, no rest for the preternaturally gifted. But now stop feeling sorry for yourself and make your way back to the Immortal Flames encampment. The communications officer will issue to you your orders. I'll be waiting to you with the main host." Look, Heidelin, your minion comes bringing the light. Alas, the gate to the void already stands open. Soon darkness shall consume all, and you shall bow down before the one true God. The Prefectus? Slain? Regrettably so, my lord, and at the hand of the Icon Slayer, if the Centurion who survived the attack is to be believed. Retorten. Where were his men when he faced the enemy, fleeing even as their commander yielded by his last breath? If it should prove that they questioned his right. I cannot speak for them, my lord. Beg pardons, my lord, but there is more. The Maelstrom has laid siege to Castrum Occidens. Likewise, the Crimson Fleet moves to blockade Castrum Marianum. So this is their answer. Very well. We shall crush them as we crush the Icons. Go forth and show them the futility of their resistance. Yes, my lord. Sitting here contemplating if I want to go a little long and make it to the end, because I kind of want to end this before September. I'm kind of thinking about it. Let's see how long it takes us to get to the last part. Scion Blyson, your deeds this day are an inspiration to us all. With the death of the Praefectus, Operation Archon has entered its second phase. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom moves to blockade Castrum Occidens and Castrum Marianum. And far to the east, in the Black Shroud, the Order of the Twin Adder advances on to Castrum Oriens. Already you have done much to advance our cause, performing such feats as are worthy of song. But if our plan is to succeed, more is required of you. Let me know when your preparations are in order, and I shall relay to you the particulars of your next mission. A hero in need. Phase 2 of the operation is presently in motion. Our brothers and sisters of the Maelstrom are holding their own against the Garlean forces upon Villebran and the Rotano Sea. Ere long, the third phase will begin, and you must take to the field once more. The immortal flame shall strike at Castrum Meridianum by the end of the diversionary maneuver. While the Garleans are thus locked in battle, you are to infiltrate the stronghold and bring down the Magitech fields that surround the Praetorium. The staging point for the mission lies in the shadow of Castrum Meridianum, in northern Thanalan, and that is where you must go. On your way there, however, I would ask that you make a brief stop at Camp Blue Fog, one of our key outposts in the area. The garrison, I am told, is in low spirits, and it would do our troops well to see the hero of Camp Westwind appear to them. For the good of our cause, please stroke the fire in their hearts. What is the quickest way to Central Thanalan? We'll teleport to Blackbrush and walk the rest, because I technically have never been to Camp Blue Fog. So we have to be a little we have to be, you know, consistent enough. I'm trying to go back to how I originally started here. Or I am allowed to fly out here. Just once I get to Central, we do have to walk. Okay, I'm making myself a promise right now that after this stream, I'm figuring out how to turn off mount music. Because, you know, the Chocobo theme, you know, it's the Chocobo theme. Everyone loves it. But it coming on every time I need to use it to travel faster is taking away a part of the game, I think. So, yeah. I was going to say it again so I can remind myself I'm turning off mount music after this. We're basically staying here until the end of the game anyway, so there's not going to be much need for the mount. Ah, Lieutenant Blyson, yours is the most welcome presence here at Camp Blue Fog. Logistically speaking, we are ready to march on Castrum Meridianum at a moment's notice. Alas, while the troops are here in body, their minds are anywhere but. The garrison's mood is dark. So daunting is the prospect of a joining that may prove to be the bloodiest battle in history. But with a hero such as you walking among us, we may yet rekindle the dwindling embers within their souls. hearts on fire. Lieutenant Blyson, I mentioned that I was hoping you might raise the flagging spirits of the men and women of our garrison. Worry not, it is no unnecessary laborious task that we ask of you. The mere presence of a hero such as you walking in the midst would no doubt serve to restore them a measure of morale. And so I ask you this, make your way to the ceruleum processing plant and report to General Raubon once you have arrived. And Godspeed, Lieutenant Blyson. Our troops are counting on you. That is a fancy wing thing on that chocobo. Looks like the Undying from Final Fantasy XII. Do I need to stop by that mender? No, not at all. I'm fine. Well, if it isn't the hero who brought down the Prefectus, it's good to have you with us, friend. As you can see, the mood about the camp here is grim at best. I was hoping that your presence alone might serve to raise spirits some. Unfortunately, it would seem that many are too preoccupied wallowing in fear and self-pity that they have yet to even notice you have arrived. Might I ask you to make the rounds and share a few words of encouragement to those men and women whose spirit falters? I had a mind to do it myself, but I'm quite certain it would carry more weight coming from you. Once you have seen to the others, go and do the same for Edelstein. No matter what he may claim, the lieutenant would also be better for a bit of rousing. Trust me, I know. Alright. Time to hype people up. I'm trying to actually avoid using the keyboard, because using the keyboard is what caused something weird to happen. So I'm doing it the long way. Emoting, I mean. Yeah, I break my fast on Garleans, and right now I'm very hungry. That's actually a pretty metal thing to say. Ooh, the Garleans are not near as frightening as you. I'd sooner face a vanguard while naked as my name day. Your stirring gesticulation has reawakened me to my purpose. Hero or no, I will fight tooth and nail to protect the realm. You would stroke my fighting spirit as you did our recruits? Ha, a kind offer, but hardly necessary. I assure you, the fire in my heart rages as strongly as it ever has. Has it, though? By Rauger. Without my realizing it, the fire of my resolve had grown dim. But thanks to you, it burns red hot once more. If needs be, I shall lay down my life to secure victory for Eorzea. And we are at level 50. Rock the Castrum. You have rekindled the flames of courage that burn within our brave men and women's hearts, and for this I thank you. And now the time for battle is nigh. We must march forth with no worries or regrets. General Raubon awaits you at Castrum Meridianum. The battle will not be an easy one, but I trust that you are up to the task. Godspeed, Lieutenant Blyson. Okay. Before I take this, if you guys will actually... Let me pause for one moment. Okay. Sorry about that. Our hero returns. I trust that your visit has done much to lift the spirits of our garrison on the eve of our greatest battle ever. Time is of the essence. Let us commence the briefing at once. Brothers and sisters of the Alliance, I would share with you glad tidings. Doubtless spurred on by news of the siege of Castrum Oriens, the Maelstrom has struck a double blow. Castrum Occidens and Castrum Marinum are now under blockade. Phase 2 of Operation Archon is a success. Reports tell us that the Garleans offered fierce resistance, but that the Admiral yielded them not one ilm. With Occidens, Marinum, and Oriens thus suppressed, the third phase may begin in earnest. Even as we speak, the Order of the Twin Adder moved to blockade the railway leading higher from Castrum Sentry. And that can mean but one thing. The hour has come to strike at the heart of the Garlean invasion force. Castrum Meridianum, the den of the Black Wolf. My fellow Eorzeans, I am Infelia, mistress of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. There exist myriad barriers that divide us, those of race and nation, language and creed to name but a few. Such barriers serve to isolate us from our neighbors, yet they also serve to define who we are. Shorn of them, there would be little to distinguish one from another, and the rich variety of our lives would give way to sterile orthodoxy. These barriers can never truly be broken down, of course. Not so long as there is liberty in the world, but they can be transcended. Verily. We do so now in coming together for this grand endeavor, to fight side by side in defense of our shared home. Before me stands the adventurer Shadow Blyson. Y'all know him as the man who will lead the unit tasked with destroying the Ultima weapon. We Scions know a different Shadow, however. We know him as a dear friend who has endured untold hardships on our behalf. A true hero who has ever blazed a path for us to follow. And why do I tell you this? I tell you, friends, because it's time for us to blaze a path for him. Our objective is to wreak such havoc outside the walls of Meridianum as to afford Shadow and his comrades the time they need to disable the Magitech field generator within. With the path thus cleared, we may finally turn our minds to the true goal of this operation, the destruction of the Ultima weapon. All troops prepare for battle. I fear I can't accompany you this time. The inevitable task of facilitating communications between our forces has been entrusted to the Ironworks, you see. Know though, that I will be praying for your safe return. See that you come back to us, my friend. May the crystal bless you and keep you. We will suffer the Black Wolf to prowl our lands no more. Let us teach the hunter what it is to be hunted. Forward, comrades. For Eorzea. Go now, Shadow, and bring us one step closer to the dawn. pep talk. Why can't I select it? Make sure it's still an undersized party. It is. There we go. I actually don't know. Again, I don't know if this is possible with one person, but we'll see. Because this is an infamous instance right here. People are known to speedrun this. You know, we're not necessarily going to take our time, but we're not going to blast through it like most people do if you join this. I actually feel kind of sorry for new people that get in and get this instance, because all the... Ooh, okay. This will actually be a little tough. Well, no, not really. I actually have to put an effort to kill them, but they're not doing real damage to me. But yeah, like new people that go on this, the experience of doing this the first time as somebody who's getting into the game in the past couple years is probably awful. Alright, already in first boss, even though there's quite a few things to do here. See, it's even affecting me, to the point that I've forgotten what to do here. This is the only way to the searchlight, but nothing is showing up. Yeah, something tells me we're gonna have to do this as a party. Nothing is happening when I hit the disposal chute. What if I do circles around this for a second? Yeah. I think we are actually stuck. Let's run around a little bit more. Man, this is really unfortunate. It kind of takes away from the experience. Or I'm going the wrong way. Ah, there. Yeah, see, there we go. I just wasn't paying attention. There we go. See, it's been so long since I've had to do this instance properly that I've even forgotten what to do. Because usually when I do this instant for dailies, I I just go with the flow. And then I'll be honest, I haven't even done dailies for a long time because I'm just waiting for Endwalker, honestly. Oh, this is also famous for having one of the only instances in the game where you cannot skip cutscenes. If I had known better, I'd swear you had a personal grudge against Magitech armor. What can I say? I couldn't bear to let you have all the fun. Don't worry, Biggs and Wedge have everything in hand. Truth be told, I think they like having the work of 3 men. Wedge wasn't actually pleased to be left behind, though, and made quite sure I knew it. I must say, our recent struggles have done wonders for the lad's spirit. Given the size of this place, I suspect there might be an armor 3 to be had. Not as bad as I thought. If I have half Marquis' talent for mending things, I should be able to get it working again. Listen, Shadow, we intercepted an Imperial communication, indicating that the ultimate weapon is indeed being housed within the Praetorium. We also learned that the field which protects the compound is powered by no fewer than 3 generator towers. If you're to deactivate the field, we'll need to locate and disable them all. And I'm here to help you do just that. See that chute? It leads us to waste disposal. Somewhere nearby, there will be a cerulean facility supplying fuel to the closest of the 3 towers. Find the place and break things. Go on ahead, Shadow. I'll be along as soon as I finish my repairs. Alright. So now we go down to the disposal chute. Looks like a cerulean plant to me. Speedrunning through this is, you know, fun enough and kind of the standard, but I must say it is very fun to just one-man army my way through this. Alright, can I even get through these doors yet? Doesn't look like I can. And I don't see a lever or anything. Oh, this is a cerulean plant anyway, so. I hope I have enough of the incendiary stuff to break everything. Oh, it says I only need 2. So, yeah, we're good. Alright. That's done. Now I imagine we're gonna get stopped here. Yep. Should I turn on Shield Oath? I don't think so. There you are. I didn't have the patience to take the long way around. I see you've disabled the first generator. Sorry, I was looking up and I didn't see that the thing switched. I actually can't control how fast the text goes here. Ah, bugger. That was me, wasn't it? Well, there's nothing for us to do but press on. You must see the remaining generators before the enemy has a chance to regroup. You go on ahead, Shadow. I'll bring up the rear. Let's raise some hell. Still can't go through these doors. Ah, this one's open. Oh yeah, he blasted through. Duh. Don't think I'm getting through here. So we have to walk this way first. This way seems oddly empty. Yeah, because it's back to the beginning. What the heck? There's nothing that way. Where was I trying to get to? I really should have paid more attention to this instance in the past. I'm not kidding when I say the last time I've done it legitly is 2013-14. Oh yeah. Sid blasted through. That's why. Oh, do we need 2? Okay. Darken the searchlight. We need to find... Oh, we need to destroy 2 more field generators and get another key. According to our to-do list on the right there. It's coming, right? Because I'm pretty sure we can't leave here without him. Gotta wait on the slow boat. Here he is. This might take a while. Watch my back. It's gonna hit Sid. There we go. Fine work, Shadow. Staying clear. I have a mind to lose some fireworks. Diverting all power to cannons. Damn it. There goes the core. I fear I may have overestimated its maximum operating capacity by a few orders of magnitude. I blame Marquis. We'll need to find another way to bring down the 3rd generator. Well, well, the traitor himself, and with his meddlesome friend for company. You go on ahead, Shadow. I need to get to the bottom of something. Alright, we got the key. And a shortcut has been blasted away for us. We could take those all on, but I think we're gonna try to do it the intended way, blowing them up from up here, or making them run away from up here, something like that. So I'm pretty sure if you get rid of the searchlights here, then they go away. It's me. Are you alright? There's an assault craft you're up against. You don't stand a chance with conventional weapons. You're going to need something big to bring it down. A mortar, a cannon, anything. Hold on, Shadow. I'm on my way. I think the only option here is to just time it right and let it hit us. Ah, it destroyed the thing. Wait, do we lose if they succeed? If that's the case, I just need to spam this. Okay, no, they respawn. Okay. Either way, just doing this is probably gonna get me there. Okay, that one's destroyed. I'm taking no damage from it, so I'm fine just doing this over and over again. There we go. Nothing to it. Fools. If you resolve to die here, you might at least have done so without making a mess of the place. That was messy. I'm sorry about that delivery. But anyway. I see the Garland is not with you. More's the pity. I had hoped to slay him myself, but never mind the traitor for now. I have so looked forward to this meeting, Shadow Blyson. Yes, I know much and more about you, about your strength and your hidden talents. I would sample them firsthand, and you will indulge me. Alright. Here's our second of the 4 generals. I think we have to hit her with the artillery, actually. Otherwise, this will go on for a while. And I don't actually think I can do it with one person. Yeah, I know the machine's not loaded, that's why I'm trying to move the stuff. Okay. Oh, come on. Alright, let's get away from the cannons for a sec. I could do this the very long way, but I'd rather figure out what it means by move the magic missile to, or magitech missile. Oh, it follows me, and I gotta defend it without it getting destroyed. That's near impossible with one person. Okay. And I can't stun her for that long. So I am just gonna have to do this super long way. It's possible, because she can't do damage to me. But this is gonna be way more tedious than it should be. But I can try. I'll just have to get really far away from her and guide that here. Okay, yeah, it's not impossible. There we go. Except it's going to try to stop me every time I get on it. How do I fire the cannon? She's gonna blow it up. Okay. Make her aim this way. And figure out how to fire this thing. How do you make it fire? Okay. I need to read the instructions faster. Cannon fire. Move ring, reset ring. There's nothing about firing in there. Supposed to let go and hit it again. Okay. Okay. Now we got it. Now we can kill her in a reasonable amount of time. It would have taken the whole 90 minutes to she's gonna blow that one up. But this one will be ready. we go. Kill these guys, because they're probably going to kill the, yeah, they're going to try to kill the things. Nah, I think she blew up the other one. No, she did not. She missed. Alright. I gotta do this one fast because it is not gonna hold up. Just in time. Ah, I didn't kill the thing. Cool. Okay. We're getting real close. In what has been an agonizing fight, really. No, no, no. Dang it. No, don't blow it up. Okay. So they're both dead for now. Okay, that one's back. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay. Run, 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 run. This should be a coup de grace. It's not, but I can finish her off. Okay, maybe not. Okay, do I need to do something else to finish her? I think there's something I'm missing here. Is there a minimum amount of times I have to hit her or something? Okay. That was actually awful with one person. My lord was quite taken with you and the power you possess, the Echo. Naturally, I could not help but wonder whom his prince among men might be. Only to discover that you are but another adventurer, no better than the multitude. Yet, in spite of this, the masses hold you their champion, and shower honor upon your head. It defies all reason. How is it that you could be such a thorn in our side, Wherever you appear, you leave havoc in your wake. You even slew Ratatan, one of our very finest. Well, I will not speculate. Truth be told, I couldn't care less how you have done these things. Whoops, I missed the last line there. If you are allowed to continue, you will eventually deprive me of all that I have toiled for, all that is mine by right. My minions, my comrade, even my Lord Gaius. Well, you cannot have him. His dreams and ambitions, his body and soul, they are mine. Do you hear me? All mine. I lost everything once before. I will not suffer it to happen again. I will kill you, adventurer. Only your death can bring me peace. This time, she doesn't have defense, so... What just happened? Okay. I had to reset. Yeah, with it being a fair fight, there's not much she can do now. No, it's happening all over again. Please, I cannot bear it. Don't take him away from me. My Lord Gaius. Another poor fool who craved Gaius' affection over all else. May her soul know rest. "'Tis a miracle no harm has come to you, my friend, one for which I will happily give thanks. And the wonders do not end there. Truthfully now, do you really mean to send that assault craft crashing into the generator tower? If you did, you're a bloody liar. If you didn't, well, you're too modest. Whichever you are, you've managed to open the way to the Praetorium. The only problem is, we can't reach it on foot. Nay, we'll need to take the Enterprise. I left her at the cerulean processing plant, so let's regroup there. This is it, Shadow. The final confrontation awaits." Alright. For somebody who's played this since it came out, that was a bit embarrassing to not know half the things. I knew you wouldn't let us down, soldier. With the Praetorium stripped of its defenses, the way to the ultimate weapon lies open. The time has come for the final phase of Operation Archon. The ultimate weapon. For the final phase of the operation, my flames will storm Castrum Meridianum and suppress that that is left of the Imperial garrison. If all goes well, this will allow you to reach the Praetorium unopposed, fit and ready for your encounter with the ultimate weapon. Yours is the most dangerous mission of all, but the best must bear the heaviest burden, and you're the best we have. There's not another soul in this realm that could see this deed done, and Murwilb and Connie are of the same mind as me. Though all hangs on your success, we must not let our plight make you desperate. Victory belongs to the bold, not the reckless. Bards are wont to sing of heroes who valued their life at naught next to honor, love, and liberty. But I tell you now, that which men value at naught, they sell cheap. Risk no more than you must, you hear me? Now, best you are off. We have work to do, the both of us. See that your preparations are in order and report to Sid. He awaits you with the Enterprise at Cerulean Processing Plant. May Ralgar grant you strength. Just to save a bit of time. It is just right over there, but we're going to teleport. Because that battle with Livia took way longer and had way more effort than expected. If you haven't noticed, I think I am going to go ahead and make this the finale. I'm going to try to get all the way through this, since there was less than I thought until the finale. The Enterprise is at your disposal. When you're ready to head for the Praetorium, you need only say the word. If we succeed in destroying the ultimate weapon, it will deal a crippling blow to the Empire's hopes of conquest. After that, the 14th Legion would not dare to move against us, barring the discovery of further elegant doomsday devices, that is. Let's be on our way, Shadow. Gaius and his plaything await. It's time. Okay. I'm gonna leave this open because because it's about to go pretty fast. I'm gonna pause for just a second so I can go to the restroom before before all this happens. So stay tuned. Okay, I'm back, making sure everything's mixed, the camera's okay. Alright. Oh, dang it, and I just got it off the menu I needed. Praetorum, undersized party. And I accidentally hit, there we go. The final dungeon of the original Realm Reborn. Praetorium. So here we are. The old weapon will certainly be housed in the depths of the complex. Ah, dang it, I'm sorry. I'm being distracted by other stuff in the finale. So I didn't read what Sid said there at the end. Okay, so the bad news is, with all the trouble that we had with the last one, I've done this dungeon even less. So I know even less about this. I've been carried through this so many times that we're going to be discovering this for the first time as well, which I think is almost a good thing. It has a certain authenticality to it. This is another one that if you do it, people like just speed run through. So really, in a modern day, the ending of A Realm Reborn is basically ruined for new people. Okay, I'm not supposed to go this way. Ah, I come down here. In fact, I remember my first time playing through this. I didn't find one of the turns, and people did most of the dungeon before I could catch up. So, yeah, I don't have the best track record with this. We seem to be going through smooth right now. I know they made this one more straightforward. Gaius. Ah, Sid, my boy. You are late. I did not realize me moving my leg was making that noise. I'm so sorry. There is something I always meant to tell you, yet the time never seemed right. It concerns your father. What of him? In the winter of his years, Midas came to abhor his parted meteor. He told me that he wanted nothing more than to wash his hands of the whole sordid business. But he did not wash his hands of it. He helmed the project until the day it killed him. Come now, Sid. You must know that he did not have the luxury of choice. By the time he realized his error, it was too late. Meteor had him completely in his thrall. Shortly before his transformation, mayhaps sensing that something was amiss, your father confided me all the regrets of his life. Most of them concerned you. Early on in your career, he realized while you had a talent for devising armaments, it would never fulfill you. Long before you knew your own mind, he saw that you would be far happier using your knowledge for peaceful purposes, and the thought touched him. He was a changed man for it, though it could not let it show. You blew holes in this place just so you can say this to me? What is it you want, Gaius? I want you on my side, Sid. Take up your father's mantle and become the Empire's lead engineer. It is your destiny. My father had a change of heart. You said so yourself. Besides, I have long known my destiny, and I assure you it lies not with the Empire. A pity. And what of you, adventurer? Will you not consider making common cause with me? With your powers joined with mine, we might do much for this realm. Together, we could bring order to Eorzea and usher in lasting peace. No, and I could expect no better answer than this. So be it. It was your strength that made me proffer my hand in friendship, and it is your strength that makes me proffer now my blade. Save as an ally, you are too dangerous to let remain. Run, Sid, or stay. It makes no matter. You cannot escape the past. Gaius, wait. Ugh, damn it. Knowing Gaius, he is headed for the Ultima weapon. If we find him, so too will we find our quarry. With these instruments, we can monitor every nook and cranny in this castrum. I think it's time we divided our forces. Pray, go on and give chase. I'll track your movements from here and guide you to the complex. We'll stay in contact via Link Pearl. Be careful, alright? It's always seemed oddly reminiscent of the ending of Final Fantasy XII as well, to me. I know this game takes a lot of inspiration from it, a whole lot. With proper firepower to blast through that, try and find some firepower. Okay. Thought to be an identification key nearby. Okay. If you found it, I found the unit. I'll send identification data to the terminal. You can use it to activate her. That thing goes by fast. You're now authorized to operate a suit of Magitech armor. There's our Magitech armor. You can tell by the thing on its side. Ah, there she is. I trust you recognize your old friend Maggie, was it? They must have shipped her here from Sentry. Considering all she's been through, it's a wonder she's still operational. Tough old girl. Now that you're suitably armed, you can blast open that bulkhead. The external walkway will take you back there. Alright, now just blast our way through all this. Alright, let's figure this out first. Why is nothing working? There we go. I forget they have to let go of R2 in order to do it. This probably makes way more sense on mouse and keyboard, but here it makes no sense. And it's the standard damage, I think. No, because if it did standard damage, then we'd also take standard damage. And we are definitely still fine in terms of HP. We just gotta do a little bit more finagling. Whether to just go up or down. Unable to execute command while mounted. So I'm gonna guess down. I cannot sprint while I'm doing this. Oh, because I'm back here. Duh. I think this is as a constant, so it's going to take a bit of blasting. Anyway, I started blasting. There we go. Ah, this is standard. Okay, so. Also never noticed that all these things are housing prototype ultimates. That's pretty neat. And I'm gonna guess another arm. There we go. I knew there was a part that had two arms. finally through all that. That bulkhead is composed of a special alloy, extremely tough. Ordinary fire won't leave a mark, I'm afraid. You'll need to divert all power to the Magitech cannon, as I did so memorably once before. As you may recall, the armor's cores like to expire from the strain, but there's no help for it if we want to press on. Now listen well. Press the controls, engage ancillary, then fire away. Don't mind the warning lights. You're a natural at this. Alright, the way's clear, but it's just you and your own 2 feet now, so be careful. And rip to the Magitech armor. You have been leaving a fine mess in your wake, adventurer. Is someone there? Garland, old friend. How it warms the heart to hear your voice again after all these years. Nero, is that you? You sound well. It would seem this savage land agrees with you. The highest ranking tribunus of the 14th. It was you all this time. Tell me, Garland, how long do you intend to keep all the glory for yourself? What? You've lost me. Don't play the fool with me. Ever since the academy, I've been condemned to live in your shadow. By all objective measure, I was more talented of the two of us, yet that fact counted for naught besides your privileged birth. You were admired as the young prodigy simply because your father was the great Midas non-Garland. When you defected, I felt sure my star would finally rise. But by disappearing, you acquired the status of a legend, your reputed genius gaining credence merely by dint of your absence. Instead of cursing you for a traitor, the people started to come to think of you more fondly. To this day, you are still the young prodigy of Magitech. I, meanwhile, have been made to feel second-rate. I, who have continued to serve our nation faithfully. Whenever I fail to excel, why, it is only to be expected. Yet when I exceed all reasonable expectation, people proclaim that I walk in the footsteps of the great Cid non-bloody Garland. Nero, I don't know what to say. It matters not what I achieve. Your existence has rendered mine worthless. Even Lord Van Belsar saw fit to offer you a place at his side, and this in spite of your betrayal. Did he extend such offer to me, the man who has remained loyal to him for all these years? No, he did not. Long have I endured this injustice, but no more. Lord Van Belsar is in the midst of achieving the fully powered Ultima weapon. It is my magnum opus, the creation that will win me the recognition I am due. I will not let anyone interfere. Nero, what are you? Ever since I first set foot in this benighted land, I have watched you. Every move you have made, every step you have taken. You have felled icons, a feat made possible by the Echo, a peculiar power which shields you from the corrupting influence. It is of little wonder that my lord has taken an interest in you. As have I. If truth be told, it is my desire to harness your power to use in the Ultima weapon. Should I succeed, Lord Van Belsar will surely take notice. Beside this, Garland's achievements will be as child's play. Come, adventurer, and yield to me the secrets of your power. Whoa. I just got the handed. This changes nothing. The Ultima weapon is activated, and it brims with the power of icons. Nothing can withstand its might. Are you alright? What of Nero? Fled? Damn it. In the instant prior to the blackout, the instruments detected a massive power surge from the deepest chamber. Gaius is certain to be there. We have no time to waste. Word arrived from the Alliance a short while ago. It seems the Order of the Twin Adder has completed its blockade of Castrum Sentry. What hands they can spare on are hastening this way even as we speak, and likewise for the Maelstrom. All that is left to destroy the Ultima weapon. I should warn you, the chamber which houses the target appears to be saturated with aetheric energies. There's bound to be heavy interference. But even if we lose contact, you must go on. Just don't do anything I wouldn't do, alright?
Your eyes peeled. Gaius could be waiting for you down there. Oh, and don't even think about dying. You're too bloody useful. The interference is getting worse. I don't think the connections last much.
Tell me, for whom do you fight? How very glib. And do you believe in Eorzea? Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit. And its faith is an instrument of deception. It is not but a cobweb of lies. To believe in Eorzea is to believe in nothing. In Eorzea, the beast tribes often summon gods to fight in their stead, though your comrades only rarely respond in kind. Which is strange, is it not? Are the 12 otherwise engaged? I was given to understand they were your protectors. If you truly believe them your guardians, why do you not repeat the trick that served you so well in Cartano and call them down? They will answer, so long as you lavish them with crystals and gorge them on ether. Your gods are no different from those of the beasts. Icons, every one. Except for this, and you will see how Eorzea's fate is bleeding the land dry. Nor is this unknown to your masters, which prompts the question, why do they cling to these false deities? What drives even men of learning, even the great Louis Soir, to grovel at their feet? The answer? Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise. For the world of man to mean anything, man must own the world. To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict, to grow rich through conquest. And when the dust of battle settles, it is ever the strong who dictate the fate of the weak. Knowing this, but a single path is open to the infinite ruler, that of false worship, a path which leads to innovation and death. Only a man of power can rightly steer the course of civilization. And in this land of creeping mendacity, that one truth will prove its salvation. Come, champion of Eorzea, face me. Your defeat shall serve as proof of my readiness to rule. It is only right that I should take your realm, for none among you has the power to stop me.
All right. The last of the generals.
Strength is most impressive. Such power befits a ruler. Yet, you lack the resolve to put it to proper use. A waste. do that, which you will not. The true power of the Ultima weapon.
All right, the big one. Okay, so this thing actually does have quite a bit of health. I don't remember a trick to defeating it, so I think we're just going to have to tough through it. It can't do enough damage to me to do anything else, so we are safe essentially, but... But it still just might take a bit. Hearken to me, Crystal Fair, thy foest. Well, there's no way I can read that fast. Okay, so we just saw Garuda get away from it. And it seems to be doing more damage as more primals are killed. Or its defense is getting lower, one of the two. And there goes Titan. Yeah, its defense is definitely going down with each one. And there goes Ifrit.
It is the blessing of light that confounds you. Your foe acts under the protection of the crystal he bears.
So, this is what empowers him.
Beyond mortal limits. If you are to prevail, the hammer of darkness must needs be brought to bear upon the shield of light. And so it shall, for the Ultima weapon is host to a power of which you are as yet ignorant.
Speak plainly, Ascian.
The heart of Sabik. It is the weapon's core, an enigma whose surface even the vaunted scholars of ancient Alec failed to scratch. The magic within has lain dormant for eons.
Of what magic do you speak?
A spell without parallel. Ultima. I sought the life force of the primals for no other reason but to quicken the core,
For the true power of the Ultima weapon lies within its now beating heart.
La Habrea, what have you done?
No more than was necessary for my god to be reborn.
Damn you, Ascian.
The hour is at hand. Behold but a sliver of my god's power. From the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, the world shall tremble. Unleash Ultima!
Such devastation! This was not my intention!
Oh, Hydaelyn. It seems the task of keeping your champion alive has exhausted what strength you had left. Van Belzar, your enemy's shield is broken. The rest I leave to you.
We will speak later, Ascian. But first, I must deal with you. The question of who is mightier remains. Come, adventurer. Let us find the answer together.
Wonder if I can kill this thing before the drop happens. I could just wait for it, but...
Heed me. The subjects of a weak ruler must needs look to a higher power for providence, and their dependence comes at a cost to the realm. The misguided elevate the frail, and the frail lead the people astray. Unless a man of power wrests control, the cycle will never be broken. You of all people must see the truth in this. You who have the strength to rule.
Pathetic. You boasted of unrivaled power. You were entrusted with the ultimate weapon. The ultimate magic. And still, you failed. So much for the glory of man. The growing imbalance afflicting the planet must be redressed. If it is permitted to worsen, the very laws of existence, both etheric and physical, will be warped beyond all recognition. Know you the root of this corruption? Hydaelyn. Like a parasite, she must be burned out if the planet is to recover. And naught but the return of the one true god will ensure her complete excision. Yet, to pave the way for the Master's return, a chaotic confluence of untold proportions must needs be brought about. And that will necessitate the presence of the primals. Needless to say, both you and your scion accomplices cannot be suffered to interfere in this endeavor. You will not leave this place alive. It is past time your flame was extinguished, bringer of light.
Okay, so this is it, the final battle of Realm Reborn. Us versus La Habrea. I think you have to get through all of this stuff. He basically warned that if we kill him, then Thancred dies too. So, only light may banish the darkness. Receive from me this power, my child, and raise thy crystal aloft. Now it's time for a familiar scene.
If thou wouldst pierce the shadows, make thee a blade of light.
What?
And so my conquest ends, Cid. In smoke and ashes.
Hear, feel, think. Warrior of light, beloved son. The darkness hath fled before the unclosed brilliance of thy spirit. Yet it lingereth still beyond the sight of men, in forgotten corners of the world. In the depths of the abyss yet resideth the Dark One, watchful ever, till this evil be cast out. Never shall the world know aught but a passing peace. Yet for the present, a gentle light shineth o'er the realm of Eorzea. With thee at its heart. From sparkling moat shall it swell to glorious sun, and all the world shall bask in its warmth. Blessings and joy be upon thee. Go forth, my child, and be as a beacon of hope for Eorzea and the lands beyond through all the days of thy life.
My lady, all Twin Adder units have fallen back to the outer perimeter.
The Flames have completed their withdrawal, General.
Admiral, all hands accounted for.
He's still in there.
Cid, has there been no word?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Damnation!
He's going to make it, I know he is.
Ida is right. We must have faith.
Cid, can they not be evacuated aboard the Enterprise? That adventurer and the Scions are as the Warriors of Light reborn. We cannot abandon them to their fate. Not again.
I wholeheartedly agree, but flying into the midst of that would only add to the fireworks.
There must be something we can do.
Please, Mother Hydaelyn. Please light his way through the darkness.
Look into the light, my child. If thou would see thy companions returned safe to thee, reach out to them now.
There!
Oh!
Our Warrior of Light.
Yes! The hero returns!
Look! Thancred is with him!
Thank the 12!
Thank Hydaelyn.
Welcome home.
You almost got us killed that one time, remember?
Now, we both know that was your fault.
Thank the 12 we're safe.
Mind your horns there, man-bull.
Mayhap when you mind your manners.
Though the crystal that bound Thancred is no more, I doubt we can say the same of La Habrea. And even if we could, we know that he is not alone. Confounded Ascians. Their god may be unknown to us, but their zeal is unquestionable. Suffice it to say, it would be folly to assume that they no longer pose a threat. Nevertheless, for now, we must savor what peace we have won, however ephemeral. Do you see, Grandfather? Our first step towards realizing the dream for which you gave your life.
Friends, the dread night of Imperial tyranny and Ascian machination is ended. A new day now begins in Eorzea.
True to their name, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, along with our champion, have delivered us from darkness.
Let their shared victory serve to remind us of our shared history. And let their bravery in the face of adversity inspire future generations.
Doubt not, the realm will need bravery in the days to come. Old rifts threaten to divide us within our walls, while hordes of beastmen claw at our gates. And though the Black Wolf be slain, the rest of the pack remains. Yet no foe need we fear, so long as we stand as one.
So long as the Scions stand for peace.
So long as our champion stands fast. For there exists no adversity over which we may not jointly prevail.
No longer can we turn a blind eye to the suffering of our allies.
No nation stands alone. If one should fall, so shall we all. Eorzea is our shared home. For any one of us to know peace, so too must our neighbor.
Just as we join in solidarity before you this day, so too shall our grand companies be joined henceforth, to strive not only for the good of mere nations, but for the good of all the realm.
Change will not come overnight. Yet I foresee a day, not so very far from now, when the lines that divide our lands fade, and all of Eorzea is one.
It has been but 5 short years since the Battle of Cartano. 5 years since the advent of the 7th Umbral Era. No victory, however sweet, can wash away our bitter sorrows. No triumph can reclaim those we lost. Yet do not presume you honor them by dwelling on the past. It was not the past they fought for. You would repay their sacrifice by looking to the future.
A future united, as the warriors of light united in the champion.
Now is the time for us to rise as one, bearing all of Eorzea on our shoulders.
5 years ago, Eorzea bore witness to the end of the 6th Astral Era. Now, the 7th Umbral Era draws to a close, yet we come together not to glory in its end, but to mark a new beginning.
Let it be writ that on this day, by the light of the crystal, Eorzea ushered in a new era. The 7th Astral Era is come, and thus is ours a realm reborn.
And there it is. That was A Realm Reborn. Now, I'm gonna do a riskier and see if we can skip, because there's one more scene, a secret ending of sorts, and if it doesn't, I'll just explain what happened. Okay, nope, it's just still going. That's a lot of Z's. There we go. This is a special thanks section, so I'm going to assume it's not that bad. Or not that long. Alright. Do we get our... Yep.
What is it?
That roar. It can't be.
Did you hear that?
There's no time to spare.
Where is it coming from?
Dread tidings! Chaos and carnage! It is an abomination! A primal has awakened!
As Bahamul move.
One Azaz move star.
Fanzar Lokpai ki Hads Aldorn Zul, Ukdorn. We next starve Chemuv, the only cause the pause right ball.
And thus did dawn break on a realm reborn. But where there is light, there is always shadow. Alright. Since we do have to wrap this up here. Let's get our warriors welcome. The Archons have conducted a preliminary investigation into the origin of the roar that rang out during the celebration. Their findings strongly suggest that a new primal has appeared. The roar generated a distinctive wave pattern in the ether, a pattern observed only once before in history, 5 years ago to be precise. I'd like to think it mere coincidence, yet we cannot discount that possibility. Well, I trust I need say no more. At great sacrifice, we have delivered Eorzea from the threat posed by the Empire and the Primals, and thereby secured peace. We cannot well allow the realm to be plunged into chaos once more. You have given your all for our cause, risking life and limb on I know not how many occasions. Oh, dang it. Sorry. Please continue to stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm, of this very star. You unlock flying at the very end. And that is a realm reborn. So, thank you guys for joining me. This whole series will continue in October with the 7th Astral Era, along with the Crystal Tower and other arcs. So, I'll see you guys then. Stay awesome.